We are west of St. Louis on the 35, doing 70. Headed to Texas for NRL Hunter. Let's wait till the invites come out. We'll see if some people show up. Got coppers on the left.
Stay in the left 2 lanes.
Oh, we got 3. So for those of you that showed up, if you can type in there that you can hear me, make sure it works. I think it's trying to pull the volume or the microphone off of the vehicle. So, oh, we got a bunch. Pinnacle Precision's out there. What's going on? Daniel got as my judge. Drew Bradley. We got Greg, Jeffrey Hardwick. Okay, we sound good. Appreciate it. Just wanted an update on all sorts of stuff. So I shot Georgia 2 weeks ago, which was a good match. Headed up to Wisconsin this last weekend. I found a little cold somewhere in Georgia, but I'm surviving. And then now we're headed to Texas. So been driving my ass off. And let's see, let's give you an update on the miles. I posted a picture somewhere on Instagram. So I'm at 5,388 miles so far. The extra fuel tank is freaking amazing. So having 45 gallons of diesel is awesome. Less stops, less worries, all that fun stuff. But I got the tablets for the NRL Hunter. Those are going from Wisconsin to Texas. So near Texas is the next match. Should be fun. I don't know what the weather's going to be. In Wisconsin, we had some snow. I shot as an RO, so we shot in some, not snowing, but already, I think there's like 5 or 6 inches of snow. It's a really good match, really nice property. It's called the Double R Ranch, which is pretty interesting. If you guys have never been to west of St. Louis, let's show you guys what I'm looking at. So I can't tell you if I've gone into a new state or not. I think I'm still in the same state of Missouri. I don't know, not 100% sure, but I can tell you that it's been super windy, and this big old piece of plywood driving down the freeway does not like wind very much. So but even the old Sprinter van was pretty bad. What's up, Abigail? Abigail's out there. Yeah, the snow is pretty. A lot of deer. Saw a lot of deer walking around, which is pretty cool. I need a plane. No, I don't want a plane. I like seeing all the sights coming across other towns. I've been to all 50 states, but it's nice just to travel through and see other stuff. Let's see. So that's what it looks like out here. I'm assuming it's still better than looking at me, but I'll flip it over anyways, just to see what you guys are doing here. It is flat. I'm headed to Texas. If you've never been to Texas, that's just pretty much as damn flat as anywhere else out here. Georgia match was good. Shot okay. Did decent. Didn't podium. Wisconsin, shot okay. Shot decent. Didn't podium. So hopefully we can change that. I did get one podium this year, and that was in Texas in February. So I got my ammo figured out, hopefully, and I got all my ammo showing up to this match for the rest of the season. There's 2 Canada matches that I plan on going to. One Alaska. There is Belt, Montana. Cody, Wyoming. There's one in Oregon. There's a bunch. So it should be fun. I think I'm shooting 14 or 15 matches this year, which is good. I think I did the same last year, which is nice. Get you out, get you to see everything. I'll tell you what, some of the best times were actually when, after I got done shooting the matches, headed into Canada in Alaska, not for matches, but just to see the scenery and hit Alaska for my 50th state. Yeah, Canada. I got 2 matches in Canada. I got a full calendar in the back that I can't show you because I'm driving, but I'm bored. I have 9 hours and 45 minutes or 649 miles to be in Lubbock, Texas. I don't even need to be there till like Thursday. So if I find something cool to see, maybe you guys know something cool to see on the way. But basically I'm right here on the 35 headed south, headed to Texas. So we'll see what happens. Other than that, I got 1 backup rifle and an extra barrel just in case something goes horribly wrong. And I had a chance to so I RO'd the last few matches, and what was really cool is the match directors had given me time to go walk around, interview people, kind of make some Instagram posts for them as far as all the shooters and kind of stuff. So that's been really cool. I had a chance to interview some brand new NRL Hunter shooters, first time shooting the match, and some skills. And I was hoping to get some more on this last one, and didn't get as much as I wanted, but it worked out. And I think it'll be some pretty cool video footage of what new shooters, someone that's trying a new style of shooting, first time. There's a lot that people stress about, which makes total sense. After you shoot a bunch, you kind of don't really worry about much. I know I had a buddy, Lance, if you're out there, if you see this, but he shot his first 2-day match by himself and was kind of worried he wouldn't know anybody, and just kind of a little leery of that part. And when he got there, he knew some people from a couple matches we had shot together, and he makes friends instantly, so that was no problem. But I think a lot of people worry about stuff like that, going to a new match that they have no idea what they're in for. I will tell you that if you are leery of that and want to sign up for skills, I think that's one of the coolest things about NRL Hunter is you have the option of shooting as a skills shooter. So as a skills shooter, you don't need to have a rifle that's less than 16 pounds or 12 pounds. This is Max, so Wisconsin. There was another some really good shooters that had RO'd that Friday, and actually walked with them, basically made a squad just of skills shooters, so that those individuals, instructors or whatever you want to call them, could help them, could give them some pointers, some benefits. And I thought that was really cool. Ryan on this last one in Wisconsin helped some guys. I think there was 10 of them. And I think that's really cool. It's very beneficial if you have a chance to learn from somebody that's done a lot of these style matches or a very competent shooter. And definitely you can learn some tricks and save yourself a lot of hassle and heartache trying to figure out how to do these. So I thought that was kind of cool. What's up, Vanessa Kitty? How are you today? So I think it's pretty neat. I really, and you guys have known that watch the channel, I'm really trying to promote different styles of shooting. And lately it's been all NRL Hunter. But it's kind of neat that you can be in a skills division. Also in the skills division, there's a couple things. There's benefits of the price of entry is not as much as, say, for a competition shooter. So let's say it's $260 or $285 or $300 is usually what you see those costs for the 2-day matches. You know, it usually is about half of that. Another thing that's nice, or maybe not nice, or I'll just say nice, was at this match, if there's enough prizes on the prize table after all the competitors go through, that they'll let the skill shooters go in there. Now normally that doesn't take place, and that's kind of one thing you basically don't get to do is go to the prize table as a skills shooter. But at this match, because there was enough stuff on the prize table, and they are the match directors. You know, they called in favors as far as all the different sponsors that sponsor these events, which is nice. There was a lot of goodies on the prize table, so they got to walk away with something. Lots of good stuff, actually, and that makes it kind of nice for them, maybe wanting to come to the next match and learn some more as a skill shooter again, maybe, or dip their toe into the side of, you know, what I would consider the competition shooter that's actually signed up to compete, where they won't get any help or anything like that. One of the things is an RO, when we get their scorecards, there's a spot that says division, and if they write it on there, it'll say, they'll write, well, here, I got one right here. It'll say division, they'll write in factory. I think you can see that. Hell, I don't know. Or not factory, but right there they'll write in skills. So as a person on the clock or a person that's spotting their impacts, whoever gets the target or the scorecard can see that it's skills, and then you can ask them, how much help would you like? Would you like a lot of help? A little help? Do you want to come up and watch somebody ahead of time? Just so you kind of get the idea of it, especially if it's maybe stage 1 of the day or whatever, their first stage of the day or a couple of them. And then they'll kind of tell you what they want. Some will say, no, let me try to do it, and then maybe if I'm not doing so good or I can't find the targets, then yeah, let me get some help. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll help you. And so that's kind of neat. So it gives them the opportunity of whatever level they're at within that division of skills. Some got it kind of wired down. Maybe they're like on the fence wanting to say, you know what, I really want to shoot as a competition shooter. But they're like, this will be my last one kind of thing. So they're really trying to pressure themselves and finding the targets, getting good ranges, making their own win calls, and hopefully impacting the targets. I really like this style of shooting more than pretty much everything out there right now. It's just really enjoyable. I'd say the closest thing to it would be like a competition dynamics match, which are awesome. I had a chance to shoot a couple of those. That was more, one of them was more of a team thing, and then one of them was an individual thing. Actually, no, the ones I shot were not. They do have one that's for a single shooter, but the ones I had shot were both teams, I forgot. But I really like the concept of having to find the targets, because they can be a pain in the ass. They can be a real pain in the ass to find, and that kind of makes you a better hunter if you're a hunter. I think this is kind of, it's set around hunting. That's why they call it NRL Hunter. But I think the benefits of this are being able to spot stuff that, you know, a little easier than you would to this style of shooting. It's everything's blind, so it's, when you come around the corner, you have to do all the work yourself. Or if you're shooting as a team, you can do it with your partner. But trying to find the targets, trying to find a good position, whether it's shooting prone or coming up with a tripod of some sort or off a tree or whatever it is, it's hunting-based scenario stuff. And that's what I really like about it. So it's kind of neat. How's everybody else doing out there? Everybody doing good? Hopefully you're healthy. Hopefully all that good stuff. I passed my 2-year mark in March for smoking. I like to say that because March 1st was the 2-year thing, because I am proud of myself and I've done a really good job of not smoking, which was really easy. I mean, it wasn't easy at first, but after you get over it, it's easy. And now I'm super excited about it. I feel healthier. I sound like shit right now because I got a chest cold, but it's basically just the remnants of trying to cough it all out. I'm not really sick anymore, just in condition. We got Jake out there that says, nice seeing you at the Sparta. Nice, awesome. Glad to see people asking you to take pictures from that. Yeah, I took, so it's kind of neat. I still got a lot of video editing I need to do. So Jake, those will be out sometime, probably, I don't know, I don't want to say a time, because then I'd rather how's that work? How do you say that? guys know what I'm saying, but I can't think of it right now. Under, whatever. Between now and never. Yeah, between now and never. No, so I got some video editing I want to do. I really want to do the one with the new shooters. Like, I'm all excited about that one for some reason. Just hearing their perspective of being a new shooter and going through. We gotta thank Starlink. Not that they're sponsored, but right now I'm driving. I do have like 3 bars on my phone, but we're running full scale Starlink. Hopefully it's going through well. My router obviously is showing full bars, but that doesn't mean I'm lined up perfectly right now as I'm driving. But I gotta love the old Starlink. But I'm excited to put those videos out, show their perspective of how it feels to be at their first match.
Hazard reported ahead on I-35 south in half a mile.
Oh my goodness. And so look forward to that. I got video of Sparta as well, so that'll be awesome. Sparta was a cool town, small little town. The owners of the property were super amazing. Steve and his son, I can't remember his son's name off the top of my head. Beautiful property, very well done. The match directors did an amazing job putting it all together, cutting lanes out and all that kind of stuff for the match. Then the weather came in, kind of put a little dampener on their plan, but it worked out. So this match we actually shot all 16 stages, which ended up being 15. They dropped one of them, which sucked because I got 8 points on that one. But I think it was a smart move safety-wise, because the next morning it was sleet and raining. So trying to climb up the hills with a rifle, yes, it's unloaded, all that safe stuff, but the problem is it's just so sloppy that people are going to fall, twist ankles, knees, that kind of stuff. So I think the match directors did a really good job of thinking about safety precautions, getting those last few stages done on day 1. And then we had an enjoyable day of basically 9 o'clock. We didn't have to wake up at 5 and be on the line, all that stuff early. It was, hey, you guys show up at 9 o'clock. We're gonna do ceremonies where they hand out all the trophies and the prizes and all that fun stuff. And then we're gonna have a really good meal. You know, we're gonna eat. And so it worked out good. And then people could get on the road a little earlier too. So that was a bonus for people trying to catch flights, or or have to drive a bazillion miles to get to the next match or whatever. So that was cool, and I thought it was smart. It was well done. Under pressure, over deliver. Under pressure, under promise. Sorry, the letters are like this big. I'm doing it from my phone. Over deliver. Thank you. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you. No, but it was fun. It was kind of neat. I like seeing, I'll meet every once in a while, I'm a small channel, I'll meet someone that's seen the channel, and they'll give some love as far as saying, thanks for putting the videos out, it's been a huge help, learned a lot for NRL Hunter, blah, 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 and that makes me feel good, and gives me a reason to keep going and doing this stuff. Because if you don't do YouTube, one, trying to record yourself while you're shooting and get camera angles is stupid hard. And the whole time you're shooting, you're like, did I turn the camera on? And then that's in the back of your head. And then half the time, the camera's pointed in the wrong direction because you don't know which direction you're going once you get up to the stage. So that's kind of hit and miss. So it's always nice to record somebody else shooting. You can follow them around. I did one match in Texas where I followed an individual around, Tom, and that was pretty cool. And he actually talks about it being his first match as a competitive shooter and not a skills shooter, which they're all competitive. I just don't know the right verbiage per se. Shooting as a competitor. So that's kind of cool. So I'm really trying to focus on not getting my face on camera as much, because I'd rather you guys see someone else shoot. And it's kind of cool when I'm doing photos and all that stuff of all the shooters. I think they like it because they can see themselves, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or whatever the case is. So I think it's kind of a plus, a win-win per se for them. I'm sure there's a couple that don't want to be on camera, but I would assume they would tell you when they see you with the camera. Jake says it's going to be cool to see this style. I appreciate it, Jake. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's something different. It's instead of me just shooting the same matches and same footage. I did talk to somebody. I said, "What was your favorite videos, or what's your favorite style of videos?" And he actually said, I can't remember his name, but he said he likes the ones where it shows me shooting, and then I talk over it and kind of point out things I screwed up on, or like, you know, where you're talking over the video as it's playing. So I might do some more of those if I can get a buddy of mine. I want to pick him up. So maybe I can convince him to record some video footage. The problem with doing that is, just like I had said earlier, is it's one more thing to do. Like when you're done shooting, you should be reloading your magazines. You should be focusing on getting all your gear back together, setting your turrets back to 0, you know, all those things. And then if you're trying to help somebody video record, I don't want that to impact his score per se, or maybe him not mentally think of what he needs to do. Oh, you know what? And I'm pointed this way. I should really be pointed this way. I don't want to screw the thing up now, but yeah, I should have been this way, like YouTube style. Sprinter van's badass. I'm still loving the hell out of it. I am headed. I was gonna go to Texas, which I am, and then I'm gonna head to California, and I'm going to get a lift kit put on this thing with some King shocks, and I'm gonna run super singles, 295 tires, which is basically a 33. Try to get some more clearance. And I haven't had any issues with clearance yet, but I know when I get out west trying to get to some of these matches, I might need a little more ground clearance, so I just don't want to drag stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do some videos on it for those of you guys that don't like the Sprinter van videos, or the Echo van videos, but I'm going to do it because if I do it, I can write it off, and that helps me not have to pay Uncle Sam as much each year. So you'll see those videos come out. So if you see them and don't like them, then just don't hit the button to play them. But I got to do them for that reason. If you want to increase the difficulty for pistol matches, use a PX4 Storm. This trigger is really mushy. Yeah, that's not my first pick for pistol match. Enjoy watching your stuff. It's been about 8 years since I shot 3-gun and a little PRS. Looking forward to doing more. Yeah, NRL Hunter, I really enjoy. I'll say it. I tell everybody when I'm face to face with them, I enjoy NRL Hunter more than I do PRS. Reasons for that are, one, and Rick keeps it blunt and easy, it's not the same bullshit every different place. It's the same tank trap, the same cattle guard, it's the same prop, and same prop, and that, I'm just over it. Not that anything's wrong with it, I'm probably still going to shoot some, but it is definitely not as fun as finding the targets. What's going on, Carcane? Luckily, it's not mine. I'm just working on it. Oh, gotcha. No, I appreciate it. I don't know what your guys' favorite videos are. I don't know even what the percentage of you guys that watch this.
Speed check reported ahead on I-35 South.
I don't know what the percentage is of you guys that actually compete in competition shooting per se, and then also, oh, it's windy again. I'm getting blown all over. And then the NRL Hunter stuff. So, but it's out there to help new shooters. That's my point of the whole channel. Help new shooters, all that fun stuff. And it's been a pleasure meeting a lot. Pops Quest, what up? Mr. Rob. Oh, got a 2-week-old daughter to sleep. Awesome, Carcane. That's freaking awesome. Congratulations. I remember those days. Unfortunately, mine is 21 and, well, almost 21 and almost 23 now. So now I'm just old and they don't want to hang out with me no more. No, honestly, they live in Montana now, so I don't see them as much. But I do get to see them every so often, which is pretty awesome. So Carcane, if you haven't heard yet, being, I don't know if that's your first baby or your 10th baby, but they grow up fast. So soak up every bit of that you can, buddy. Soak it all up. How's Rob doing? Are you still shooting the pistol matches? I think he does it once in a while, but I think he works weekends now. Last time I talked to him. Last time I hung out with him, actually. How long have we been yapping for? 27 minutes. So we'll keep this short. I'll keep it at 30 minutes. I'll give you guys more updates. There'll be some new videos coming out with some new shooters and new matches. It's going to be pretty awesome. And if you're new and you're just in here and you haven't been a subscriber, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button. You just never know what's going to happen in this channel. One day it could be shooting. Next day it could be, I don't know, tornadoes. Had a chance to tinker around with some tornadoes when I was in, where the hell was it? Not Wisconsin. What's below Wisconsin? Minnesota? Was I in Minnesota? No, not Minnesota. Iowa, I think. I think I was in Iowa. And that was interesting. I didn't know what to do. And then I had, one new me's there. No way, live chat. You caught it. You finally caught it. You caught one. I think you're still in the UK, right? So that was interesting. And then I was at a casino. I just won 180 bucks, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk away as a winner. And I was headed back to the van or RV or whatever the hell you call this thing. And I'm laying on the bed, dicking off on my phone, and all of a sudden the like Amber Alert noise goes off, and it said tornado in your area, find shelter or something like that. And I was like, oh really? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I figured it was something dumb, you know. Then the town freaking alarm goes off, this big siren thing. And I'm like, well, maybe this is. So I look outside, the sky is dark as dark can be. Pretty much all the way around us. There was one little light section towards the south, I think, maybe. And I'm like, oh, this is probably something legit. So I kind of walked back to the casino, and I was asking people, like, you know, questions about tornadoes and all that stuff. And he's like, yeah, if the alarm goes off, or the town siren, it means they actually spotted one. So then I'm like, oh, cool. Couldn't see anything just because it was all dark. Didn't see any sky. It wasn't dark outside, it was just dark from the clouds. And because I went in there to eat lunch. And so it was like noon time, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And then somebody said that there was 3 of them. And I'm like, oh shit. So went back in the casino. They told us to go into the hallways, the interior part of the building with the hallways. So I was like, okay. So, and then all of a sudden it poured, like rained like nobody's business. And then it was pretty much gone. So The casino didn't fall apart. The front parking area, the cover, I thought that was going to rip off, but it stayed. And pretty interesting. Never been in a tornado before. So when you grab some alcohol and go out on the front porch. I thought about it. Let's see. You would look like blasting off in outer space. You look like a capsule. Yeah, exactly. If you're a Midwesterner, you go outside and watch. Yeah, see? And I was outside because I wanted to see it. It is bright out. But not knowing, like, I grew up in California, like, earthquakes don't bother me at all. I kind of enjoy them. Obviously, we don't want to wreck stuff and make buildings fall over, but there was years ago when I was younger, it seemed like we'd have a freaking earthquake like every week. You know, and you could feel it in the house, and stuff would creak a little bit, but nothing ever took place. And then I was in Mountain, or what is it called? Six Flags Magic Mountain. And when they had the Northridge one, and that was pretty gnarly. But other than that, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys have a great day and a great year. And I'll be driving. I got 9 hours and 21 minutes left. I'm not going to drive that long. But stay safe. I'll try to stay safe. Try to see what kind of video footage I can get for you guys. So take care. And I'll talk to you soon. If I can figure out how to get rid of this thing. Alright, bye.